Hey everyone! Today we're going to talk about solving problems with tarot cards. This is one of the reasons why I love being a reader is because the tarot cards are excellent at solving problems, giving you additional insights or another perspective on any particular challenge or problem that you have. So for today, we're just going to be using the Universal Weight deck. It has this kind of back, and the cards are, yeah, they're a little washed out. You know, that's fine. There's nothing wrong with this deck. It's got the original teachings, and it's a nice deck. Some of the times I tell people you don't have to memorize the meanings of the cards, but at other times, if you learn one or two key words about each card, it just gives you additional insights in case the images are such that you're kind of stuck on them. So we'll see what happens. We're shuffling the cards here, and we're going to ask. There's a common theme problem of what can I do to increase my finances? Okay, so this would be somebody asking the tarot cards what action they can take to increase their financial situation. Remember, the cards are going to give you the truth. Sometimes you'll look at the card and you won't want to see the truth that's given in them. That's when it becomes challenging, and then you could have a friend sit with you that could get you real. So we're going to pretend that this is the problem, and we're going to pull our first card. Sometimes the first card will answer it. Now, see, we have the Emperor here. Who is the Emperor? He's the master of a country, of a whole area, right? And, he doesn't just rule one little section. He's the Emperor. So this means that you have to master or get in control of what comes in and what goes out for money. The Emperor is also the authority figure, so it could be going to somebody with authority, all right, that knows how to get you out of the situation that you're in, because maybe it's not that you need to make more income. It might be that you need to master what income that you have. So this is a 4, and 4s are very stable. In fact, it's also the number of money. The number 4 is also the number of finances. So this was a very applicable card to come up, because it just means that it doesn't mean that necessarily run out and get another job. That's not what it's saying. It's saying you're making enough money. Now you've got to manage what's going out. So you could start out by writing down, because he had a utensil. You could imagine this would be a pen, and you would write down every single thing that you spend money on, and you would start to realize where your money leaks are for doing that. So this is one area where the cards are, and then you could ask the cards, well, if I write down all of my expenses, and if I cut down what I'm spending, what impact will this have on my finances? Because you can go out and you can future look. So the cards will tell you this would be your future. Look at this, Knight of Cups. That's all about messages of love. That would be loving your life. You would literally love your life if you got this under control. So finances are causing a huge amount of worry and stress. So this is what I love about using the tarot cards for problems. So we'll do one more. Let's say somebody feels like their relationship with whoever, friend, spouse, doesn't matter, it's troubled. So you can ask the cards, what can I do to improve my relationship with B? Let's just use a letter of the alphabet for nothing better. What can they do to improve their relationship with B? And we pull a card. This is the Hermit card. You know anything about hermits? They disappear into caves to be alone, right? I mean, and the guy on the card is alone. It looks like this person needs to be left alone for a while. So if it's a spouse, it doesn't mean that you leave, it just means that if you're bugging them about something, you leave them alone. If you're constantly repeating the same theme of something they do that bothers you, you leave them alone. You stop doing it. You stop doing that. And then that's a major card. So then you can say to the cards, well, okay, so if I leave this B alone, what will be the outcome of this relationship? Oh, say a few months, or a few months, 2 or 3 months, or maybe 1 month, whatever you determine for your time frame. Oh, look at this. Heartbreak, separation. So this tells you even additional information. Because when that comes up, there's 3 swords going through a heart. That's not pretty no matter how you look at it. So it looks like the cards are going to tell you that this is going to be a loss. This is going to be a loss. So if it's a friendship, it's going to be probably a loss of a friendship. It could also mean a delay, because 3 of Swords can be that's where if you memorized a couple of words, you realize, well, maybe you said a few months, maybe they need to be left alone for a year. So you could go out and say, well, if I hung in there with this person in a year, what would it look like? So see how long you have to leave them alone for. This is an angry card. See, he's fighting. This person just wants to fight. The cards are being very clear here that this relationship's not healthy for you. It couldn't be any clearer with those cards. So I hope that you benefited out of this little lecture or little teaching about how to use the tarot cards for solving problems and challenges. You guys have a great day.